Hey guys, this is the second video for Constructors and Point Starter. It's the second video on Constructors. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually create another constructor. Last episode we created, or last video, we created a default constructor. Okay, took no parameters, and like all constructors returned nothing. Okay, and we just made it set the image of the cat to be pixel1.gif. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a constructor that accepts parameters. So it says create a constructor for cat that does take an integer as a parameter. So again, just like every other constructor, we're going to say public, we're going to use the name of the class and say cat, and then we're going to make our constructor actually take a number. Okay, so we're going to say int, and it's going to be cat type. Okay, so we'll start things off like that. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to require that when we create a new object, a new cat object, we're going to actually have to send a number to this constructor. It says here, if the parameter 1 is given, make it show up as pixelcat1 like our default constructor. If the parameter 2 is given, make it show up as pixelcat2. And parameter 3, it makes it show up as the pixelcat3. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to say if cat type equals 1, make it show up as pixelcat1. .gif. All right, okay, else if cat type equals 2, we're going to make it show up as pixelcat2 .png because that's the end of that file. Okay, else, okay, so basically if the number, or sorry, if cat type equals 3 or any other number, okay, we're going to make it show up as pixelcat3. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why not just say if cat type equals 3? The thing is, this is kind of a way of dealing with any errors that might come up. You might end up saying, we'll talk about how to call this, but somebody might end up giving us a parameter that isn't 1, 2, or 3. And so by default, we'll just end up, we'll end up sending it to pixelcat3. Okay, so, set image, cat3, PNG. Okay, so if I compile this, go here. Okay, I'll show you now how we can actually call this. So it says here in our kitty world, add a cat to the world in the center. Make sure to tell the cat whether it should show up as image 1, 2, or 3. So to demonstrate, we're going to add object. And just like we did above with the default constructor, we're going to say new cat. But instead of leaving nothing in the round brackets, we're going to say pixel cat. Let's try 2. And then we're going to make it show up in the center of the world. So you will do get width divided by 2, get height divided by 2. Okay, so that should put it in the center. We'll compile. And here we are. We've got a cat of type 2. Now to show you, I'll just go to set image so you guys can see what that looks like. So pixelcat2 is what it's showing up as. Okay, just to demonstrate again, we can also make it show up as new cat1. There we are, cat1. Or we could make it show up as cat3. And because we had that else, if we accidentally put in new cat 100, okay, still gave it an integer, it would compile and everything, we would still show pixelcat3 because we said else, Okay, if this cat type given is any other number other than 1 or 2, we're just going to make pixel cat 3 show up. Okay, so again, with constructors, they are basically what sets up and constructs our object, right? It creates our object for us and decides all the default and beginnings of what our objects will be like. So in this case, our cats can either be from default, okay, the default constructor, okay, they can be called just new cat, okay, like we called here in Kitty World, new cat, which calls this constructor, or we can give it a number and it gives it one integer value, so we're calling this constructor, okay, and both will work well. So again, a constructor is a way of setting up or starting off an object and setting all the basics, all the things that the object's going to start off with. In this case, we just dealt with pictures, but you can also deal with points. You could deal with true or false Boolean variables that you want to start your cat off with, yeah, a couple other things. So I hope you guys learned about constructors and that this helped.